Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And in today's video, we are taking a deep dive into the catacombs of the blockchain and dissecting what Forex said in his recent AMA, reference the tens of millions of dollars and the 3x of capital that he could do to the dog price. So remember, it's always important to do your own research. That's why I like to educate you guys here on this channel to show you that I'm doing it so you can have that transparency and ability to block FUD when people say negative things about the drip ecosystem, but also so you can educate yourself and be able to look this up as well. So if you're interested in that, then you're gonna want to stick around in this video. We're gonna be playing some clips from Forex, and then we're going to go back and look and figure that out ourselves. So first, let's get into the capital to support the dogs. He said we have millions of dollars. That's in this AMA. Again, shout out to Driptopian. Let's take a listen at that.
That first wave of V1 creditors that just wanted to get out of the way, we have a bunch of capital which can be used to both support the price of dogs and pigs, but more importantly dogs, because the capital is coming from the dog and increase the amount of yield that's being paid out for removing them from circulation by doing injections to both the dog pound and the pig pen. For me, the way they don't. The first few months to get out of the way, and the holidays to get out of the way. And now, we're getting there. Holidays are out of the way. We got a little more time to, I think we're going to work through this month, but we have, we could, if we put our capital to work right now, through LP unpairing, burning the supply of dogs, and increasing the amount of B&B in the liquidity pool, we could probably 3x or more the price of dogs right now. Very nice budget for marketing as well. We got a lot of capital to work with, specifically from the LPs, right? Where people chose to take single asset AFD over LPs. Those LPs, instead of burning them or locking them, we did the smart thing and set them up so we could utilize them to only burn the dog side of the LPs and put the BNB and put the BUSD back in. And
all right, so I skipped around, but you guys got the gist. He mentioned on multiple occasions about this LP and the dogs and what was happening during the crediting. And I showed you guys this on my previous channel, and I forgot about this. So when I was hunting for figuring out where this money came from the pig pen injections, I completely forgot about this. So I did find that. So reference that pig pen video. I did find that, thankfully. So let's take a look at what that actually means. So he said that there was some capital that could be injected into the dogs, specifically coming from the dogs, because people chose to get credited in single asset dogs versus dogs LP. So remember, when we come over here to the old theanimal.farm dogs crediting, people were allowed to come in here and claim dogs, or they could claim credit BUSD dogs or BNB dogs. Now, remember, a lot of people had assets in one of these two pools, and instead they said, give me the same value equivalent in dogs because of the auto compounding and all these other cool things that he added into it. So that means they got paid out. So if you had $100 worth of LP here, you got the equivalent in dogs. So this is essentially free money because he made a new token and credited you that money into this one. So nobody's lost anything. But since this exists on the previous contract, those LPs are still there. So now we can look at how do we find out how much is available in each of these, right? So going back to the animal farm, you can actually come to farms. And if you come down here, you'll be able to say view contract. This is dogs BUSD, same one we just looked at, and dogs BNB. These are our two previously credited LP contracts into the new version 2 location. So I opened these up already in a new tab. So we have here, this is the dogs BUSD, and this is the dogs wrapped BNB. And just to show you guys how that works real quick, let's click view contract on one of these, the BUSD one. So what will happen when you come to view contract, what it's telling you you're going to be viewing is the actual Pancake Swap Animal Farm Dogs BUSD contract. Now you want to see the holders of this contract, so you'll click over here at Pancake LPs, and then that takes you to this other page that I have up, right? So we're going to just close that out. So this is the BUSD Pancake LP holders, right? So anyone or any contract that's holding dogs BUSD shows up here, and any contract or any person holding dogs BNB shows up here. So what we find is that we have on this contract, the BUSD side, this farm deployer wallet holding 738,386 LPs. Okay, and then we have the farm deployer wallet again holding 31,832. Now, if you're wondering where I got that name from, I'll show you.
Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you.
Remember, all of the contracts and ecosystem are stored over here on the wiki, so you can come through and label all of these in Binance Smart Chain on the private address side, so that you can have labels for these, so that when you're tracking stuff, you'll know where it goes. So anyway, farm deployer wallet, I've labeled it for both of these, and then we're going to look inside this wallet. So I've already opened that up in another tab again, and you'll see that it is the same wallet, because when we look at the Cake LPs, there you see 738,000, that's the drip BUSD, and then you see the other Cake LP, that's 31,800. So we now see that in this farm deployer wallet, there is a lot of LPs locked up. But the question is, how do we know this is the right wallet, or that we are, analyzing the right information? Glad you asked. When we come into the farm deployer wallet that I named it, if you look at the contract, it just says pancake pair, so that doesn't help at all. But I labeled it that so that it's easier to understand. We come in here to transfers. We see that 80 days ago, 68,000 LPs were added to this farm deployer wallet. And then a portion of those got sent to the dogs crediting contract 66 days ago, which is when we started getting credited our dogs from the animal.farm. So those 23 are still there in that other contract, not all of them, because people have credited those out. But the ones that are remaining, you can see what ended up happening from a couple days ago, or weeks, months, whatever you want to call that. There was liquidity removed. And if you go into one of these, let's go into the most recent. So remove liquidity, Animal Farm, dogs, Wrap BNB, Animal Farm, pool, this transaction hash. There was 3,536 liquidity tokens removed, basically. And what you'll find is this not exact amount, but this amount was eventually what was paired with the fees from the farm, and we got that $500,000 injection. So these all add up when you go back to the injections, and they also add up when you look at the dogs that were burned from these transactions. So you can see in this transaction, most recent one you did 3 days ago, there was 24,156 dogs burned. That comes from that same farm deployer wallet I was talking about into this null address. So we know we're in the right spot with all of these LPs. And so now we know that there's 31,000 on one and 738,000 on another. And we've seen the liquidity removed and then injected into the pig pen. So now the question to ask is, how much of that is available for us or for injections, and what does that equate to? So as always, had to pull up the good old Excel spreadsheet. Now, in order to find out what's available to be burned or what's available to be injected, had to find out actually how many dogs were in the various LPs and what the price of it was. So I couldn't find out exactly, because it's a moving number as dogs trade in price, but you can come to cryptocoop.app and you'll be able to see the actual price of an LP. So 169 here and 1050, but that doesn't tell you exactly what portion is dogs and what portion is BUSD or dogs and Wrap BNB. So what I had to do is take one for the team and actually purchase an LP for each, right? So let me show you that transaction myself. So this is the Animal Farm Dogs BUSD token. So these are all the transactions that go into it. But basically, long story short, I put in one dog and then figured out what the equivalent amount of BUSD was that was necessary to get that. and then it gave me out for one dog, and the 2727 BUSD gave me 5.189 LPs in BUSD. Then I did the same thing for wrap BNB. So let's just go ahead and show what that looks like. So I did the same thing for wrap BNB. I didn't do the full LP because I didn't have that kind of pocket change. So I did one dog and then the equivalent in BNB, and that gave me 0.35 LP. So basically from this, I was able to do the math backwards, and approximately 3 dogs and about 0.3 BNB equals 1 LP. To be honest, it's 2.877 dogs and 0.277 BNB roughly, right? Somewhere around there. So that's why I ran the numbers and just said if you do 3, you get really close. And for BUSD, if you wanted 1 LP, it's about 1/5 of a dog and about $5.36. So I had to do that in order to find out what this actually comes out to. So the 31,000 BNB equates to about 90,000 dogs and 9,000 BNB, which is a BUSD value at today's prices of about 5.3 million. And the BUSD side, we have 738,000 LPs, and that comes out to 142,000 dogs, about 140,000 BUSD. Remember, this is a moving target, so it's not always exact. And then that's about 7 million. So there's about 12 million in BUSD available. Now, what's also interesting with this is 232,000 dogs. Now, remember, those dogs can be burned. So just by separating the two and not injecting any BUSD at all or any BNB at all, we can reduce the supply of dogs. So right now there's 1.8 million. You can cut that, what is that? By about 13%. So we have 1.78 million dogs, and the total between those two is 232. So we could reduce that supply down to this minus this, just by burning them to 1.5 million. So we can take out 13% of the dogs in supply, and that would automatically kind of increase the price by about that equivalent. Again, it's not going to be exactly like that because he's not going to do that all at once. But the point I want to show you guys is that there is a significant amount of capital hanging out in the background. So 12 million plus a decent amount of dogs that can be burned that Forex can use. And he's been sprinkling it in, as we already saw. So I think the bulk of this, as he said, would go towards the dogs. It wouldn't be into the pig pen or anything like that, but it would go to raise the dog's price back up. So 12 million into dogs right now would definitely have a significant impact. I didn't run the numbers to see if it was 3x, but when you calculate the 13% reduction in the supply, and then if they were to buy all that back at once, $12 million, and the current circulating or total liquidity is 10, so it would definitely double that right now. And remember, you can't buy it all at once, so as you buy dogs and the price increases anyway. So we have more in locked up that can be injected than we actually have right now in total liquidity. So it would definitely at least 2x the price plus the 13%. So I say yes, he was right on track with his projections. So hope you guys found that valuable. If you did, the best thing you can do is head on over to the Spritz app and sign up, use my affiliate link, because again, I am shilling that. So I'm going to play that clip at the end of this video. And also on your way out, smash that HBO special. Help brother out with a like, comment, subscribe down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real-world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.